listening to the Ecosystem Approach show. I'm Jason.
And I'm Patricia. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time and 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Transformation Talk Radio.
We discovered that human potential is severely limited when you program humans like a machine, which is standard practice today for self-improvement.
The Ecosystem Approach teaches you how to uncover your infinite potential by using natural methods that are truly revolutionary. Join us now for the Ecosystem Approach show. Today, we're going to talk about the planet Uranus and how you can use the energy from Uranus in amazing ways. We are all living in the Age of Aquarius, which comes from Uranus. So what does that age, that energy age, mean for us on a practical, everyday level? Understanding how to use this energy is important for a special kind of, creativity and gaining the ability to truly think outside the box. Stay tuned for this important show. We are married intuitives with over 20 years experience who created the Ecosystem Approach for you. This is much different because we see human beings as ecosystems that need to be restored instead of programmed. We show you how to take an energy approach for internal discovery that is rational, practical, and useful for everyday life. Jason, where do you want to start regarding Uranus?
The most important connection that I like is the Age of Aquarius and the personal empowerment that comes from the energy of Uranus. So if this sounds like geek stuff to you or just over your head, let's kind of get back to the basics.
Okay.
We're channeling the planets because we're showing you how to use the energy of the planets in your everyday life. Now, even if you don't believe in, I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
I see that the energy of the planets, astrology, has an effect on us.
Oh, so do I.
From a full moon, there was just an eclipse, a solar eclipse.
Right.
We both felt it in a very strong way.
We did.
We see it. We see patterns with our clients. Mm-hmm. So when there's an eclipse going on, we see it affects people in different ways.
Yes.
But these are tools. You know, there's so much out there in self-help about how to make yourself feel better, how to motivate yourself.
Sure.
And most of those things are programming or treating you like a machine.
Sure.
But when you put in planetary energies, that's a natural thing you can do. It's an organic thing you can do. Your body, if it's the right energy, will say, "Oh yeah, I want more of that." Like my dog does,
Yeah.
or sometime like her husband does when she's scratching my back or whatever. So,
exactly,
yeah.
Exactly. Well, okay. You know what, Jason? I like all that because I understand all that. I happen to live with you, which But let's talk about traditionally and the and what Aquarius / Uranus is associated with.
So to understand, Uranus is the planet. You've probably heard that if you remember your astrology, your astronomy from high school. Okay,
correct.
And it rules Aquarius, the sign, the sun sign. What's your sign? I'm Aquarian.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
far
blah.
out, man. Yeah, all that.
The Age of Aquarius. That's still my. I guess it's a great. I like the music of it. The Fifth Dimension. I always like them, but apparently it's not very valid in terms of astrology.
I see. Okay.
We don't care about that in this show. It's about using the energies in appropriate ways. So
appropriate ways. For you,
exactly. Okay. So it's going to help you with your everyday life.
Okay.
We always want to be practical with the ecosystem approach.
Yes.
So traditionally, Aquarius is associated with electricity, computers, flight, democracy, freedom, humanitarianism, idealism, modernization, nervous disorders. It's very has a strong kind of frenzy
vibe, so to speak. Okay.
Rebellion, nonconformity, philanthropy, veracity, persistence and humanity.
Perseverance. Is that what it
Yes,
says?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the same thing. So,
Okay. Yeah. That's true.
it's stubborn. That energy is stubborn.
I have no idea what that means. Would you care to? Just kidding, everyone.
So using the Age of Aquarius, how does that apply to you and to your life right
exactly.
now? That's where I want to get to with this segment.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe it's something that you're doing. Maybe it's something that you're doing that has idealistic qualities, or maybe you're rebelling against the status quo in a certain way.
Okay.
That's a very Age of Aquarius thing. Maybe you're trying to fight for a more democratic treatment at work. That's a very Age of Aquarius type thing.
Sure.
You know, maybe you're trying to do something just a little bit differently.
Okay.
Whether it's in science, technology, it doesn't really matter. You know, we talk about Aquarius being very creative. It's not and I don't want to exclude this. It's not the true artistic creativity. It's more mechanical technology, but it doesn't have to be.
Well, maybe could you say it can be creative in your way of thinking or your approach to thinking?
Relationships,
Exactly.
organizational problems that you need a creative solution.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't. You know, it doesn't. It's not limit. It doesn't. How can I say this? You can't limit. You can still use it for artistic purposes.
Sure. In other words, it's not limited to just that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But it's really made for relationships, organizational,
Okay.
even technology types of solutions.
Okay.
When we started to do the show, the computer was disconnected from the internet, and Patricia was giving me. If you remember a few weeks back, we had a rerun, and Patricia was activating Aquarian energy. It helped, but not soon enough.
Oh, I see.
But that's something you could use for something like that.
Okay.
But the other part is the personal empowerment.
I like that.
The Age of Aquarius is a time for personal empowerment. And if you're listening right now and you think, oh my gosh, am I being out in the world in the way that is authentically me? Do I even know what that is?
Yeah.
Do I know how to apply that in a way that's empowering or powerful on my behalf? That's a biggie.
Okay.
And we're not going to talk about all the specifics of that right now.
Right.
But if that's your quest, if you're using the ecosystem approach, or this appeals to you and you want to do that, you can go to our website right now, theecosystemapproach.org, and sign up for our free section. And because we're talking about more and more things that can help you with personal empowerment.
Correct.
But if let's say want to ask your boss for a raise,
Okay.
activate Aquarian energy.
Activate Aquarian energy or / Uranus energy.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It should technically it really isn't Aquarius energy. It's a Uranus energy.
Okay.
So to give you the confidence to say, hey, you know, I do a lot of work here and I deserve more because of this.
Okay.
Or to help you with that argument. Or that rationale that says, this is why it is. Or if you're want to ask that special person to marry you, or maybe want to break up with someone because they're whatever it is.
Yes.
Use that Aquarian energy if you're trying to find a solution.
Yes.
That's either technological, that's political, whether it's company politics or the bigger,
or even personal.
Yeah.
Okay, I really, really like that.
So when you activate Uranus energy, and I think it's pronounced Uranus, but I've heard it both ways.
Yes, me too. But I've also heard it derogatory both ways.
Yes. So you can choose. It's not important for this. Just use the energy.
Yeah, but first off, the energy is phenomenal.
Yes.
It really is, and the people don't realize that by using the ecosystem approach, you can use all of the planetary energies, and we've been going through each one of them. Let me say it that way, which is really very educational. And if you take those moments to figure out what they're all about for you, it's quite empowering, is the word I would say.
And since this is about rebellion, I'm going to rebel right now.
Okay.
This is so much, using planetary energies is so much better than telling yourself over and over again that I feel empowered, like
I can do this,
yes,
that kind of thing.
Yes.
Sure.
That's not energy. I mean, that's wishfulness.
Not, I was going to say that's not authentic energy.
You know, Uranus energy is actual energy that'll kind of lift you up. Yeah. It's like your friend that says that feels really good to talk to, and all of a sudden you feel better afterwards.
Well, one of the things that I've seen in using Uranus energy is it enables you to see the situation that you're trying to work on from a different perspective, one that you didn't have the creativity to do before.
Well, and that's absolutely true. My point here is that these self-help to motivate yourself, to make yourself feel more confident, the platitudes and affirmations, they don't change the energy, but this is actual energy that can help you change.
Exactly.
So that's a huge difference.
And by the way, we all have access to this energy.
Exactly.
So, Jason, what is a quick tip of this segment?
The Age of Aquarius embodies Uranus energy, and this energy can be used to bring about positive change in your life and the world today. It affects and brings about idealism, modernization, humanitarianism, technology advances, and an overall perspective that's greater than you might have thought of before. It sees the big picture and is very creative to solve problems in unconventional ways. Personal empowerment is always central to Uranus energy, and this energy loves to help and create personal empowerment.
I love that. In the next segment, we're going to talk about using Uranus energy for creativity in ways that are unknown for most people. We'll show you an exercise that can be a solution for a difficult problem in your life right now. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show, unscripted, with Jason and Patricia, and you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason, and I'm Patricia. And in this segment, we're going to talk about using Uranus energy for creativity in ways that are unknown for most people. We'll show you an exercise that could be the solution for a difficult problem in your life right now. Jason, explain what you mean by the energy of creativity. How does energy create creativity?
Being creative, simply put, is an energy space that is supportive of creativity. Most people, when they're being creative, are downloading information to solve problems. Where's that information being downloaded from? What we call the non-physical dimension.
Sure.
So it's where emotions are. It's where your essence is.
I don't know what you
People say, well, I don't know where that is. Well, it's not an address. But it's where the intangibles of the world come from, which are probably the most important.
Okay.
Hate, love, conflict, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So in terms of creativity, if you have a problem or you need a solution to a difficulty or whatever,
sure,
the solution is downloaded, and you use your intuition for that download. So what is Uranus energy? How does that help you?
Okay.
Well, it creates the space. It
creates the space to download that information.
Yes. What it does, it opens up your intuition. Some of us are so focused, and this is because we're programmed. We're trained to be programmed,
right? And
say, this is what it is. This is what it is. And what is our goal? What is our objective? And then we get blinders on. We focus. What is our goal? And I'm gonna sit there and think and try and figure out what that goal is.
Okay.
But the truth is that energy of focus disconnects you from your intuition.
Oh. Oh, I
And
see.
and however,
Okay.
when you use Uranus energy, instead of disconnecting you from your intuition, it opens you up. Now, it may be stimulating. Uranus energy is not
Not,
like
not quiet.
not
Okay.
not lay back, man. It is not lay back at all.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
but it will stimulate you and
Mm-hmm.
open you up in those places to download that information.
Wow.
It
Okay.
doesn't do the download. It doesn't get the information for you, but it opens it. It's like a door that's opened up. Oh,
Well, could you say that it gives you an opportunity? It gives you an opportunity and uh, to connect with creativity
yes.
and those kind of things. And one of the things that I know that programming does is it doesn't give you those opportunities for that.
Think of it this way.
Okay.
If your essence, what we call essence, if you've been listening for a while, we call it essence. It's some people call it soul. Is like a high-rise building
Yes.
that has all these different doors that have all these different capabilities. When you're focused on a goal or an objective, those doors are shut. And
So nothing else gets in the way.
so let's say, again, I'm just using a metaphor. This isn't literal, okay?
Okay.
But imagine your essence as a 10-story building.
Correct.
Actually, we're building this metaphor. We're going to show it to you in the coming weeks, and so I think it'll be really
Yes.
exciting. But think of it as a 10-story building, and there's one floor is creativity.
Oh. Okay.
But you get off the elevator, and all the doors are locked.
Oh.
So how do you unlock the doors? Where you take your and this is I'm taking the metaphor to a ridiculous level.
Okay.
But you take your Uranus saber
Okay.
and
Oh, I love that though.
and
Sure.
open them up.
In other words, that saber becomes a key
Right.
to be able to have access to that creativity energy.
What's in that office is not Uranus energy, but it helps you open it up and allow you access to say,
Correct.
oh, I want that, but no, that's a solution, but it's not a solution for this particular problem, that sort of
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Well, and there's so many times in my life I would have loved to have had this opportunity because there were so many things that were blocking me, meaning program things that were blocking me from actually getting the creativity that I needed and wanted to have a solution that would have been a whole lot easier than the one I was trained to use, meaning the fight and the,
Right.
Oh, I can't do that, or I'm not allowed, things like that.
Well, also, Uranus energy helps you with creativity, but don't think of it in terms of black and white. Remember, Uranus energy is also kind of rebellious. So maybe you go into that office
Okay.
and you have this one solution, but there's a part of you that says, "No, I can't do that. No, that I can't go there."
I can see
you know?
that, sure.
But Uranus says, "Are you
Sure.
sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you can't do that?
Yeah.
How about doing something a different way?"
How about looking at something from a different perspective?
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
That's the
sure.
rebellion with that. So when you have that
like
Uranus
that.
energy, imagine that Uranus energy is like the security guard that takes you up to the innovation floor, the creativity floor, and is opening up the doors for you.
Yeah.
And you go into that office and you just like, oh, look at that solution, and you say, that can't work. And the security guard say, oh yeah, maybe it can. He's being sort of like your mini consultant.
Yeah, I love that.
So
I love that.
here's an exercise.
Okay, let's. I was going to ask you about that.
So first of all, you need to relax and get quiet. Now, if you're driving or you're listening where you can't close your eyes, no problem. You can get quiet within yourself without closing your eyes.
Right. In other words, turn the radio off at the moment.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't turn the radio off. That's how you're going to hear it in this exercise.
It's probably a bad song anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, but get quiet, and just go inward, and you don't have to close your eyes, but then you see your issue or problem or even your challenge. Or maybe it's an objective. Maybe it's something big that you've always wanted to do or wanted to have.
Okay.
and then step away from it. See it like a movie unfolding.
Okay, in your mind's eye, step
Yes.
away from it. Step
Yes.
back so you can have a bigger picture.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then activate Uranus energy. So imagine I see it as blue light. If you've seen it on our website, as you know, the little image for this particular show, you can see the blue.
It's beautiful, by the way.
Blue
Beautiful
image
color
of Uranus.
blue. Yes.
It is. So go take a look at that. And by the way, while you're at that, if you haven't signed up for a free section, do that. Theecosystemapproach.org. It's
There you
right
go.
there.
Okay.
Just sign up for a free section. So activate that Uranus energy. So just take a minute, take a breath, relax. Imagine that Uranus energy coming up from the tips of your toe with that blue light just filling you up all the way from the tips of your toe to the top of your head.
I like that.
And then blow out all the resistance, all the distractions,
Okay, I like that a lot.
and just wait for a minute and say, okay, what are some solutions?
And you can ask you can ask what is the solution? You can ask what are the solutions?
What am I missing?
What am I missing? What am I not seeing?
Are there any parts that I could see differently than I am now?
Well, and one of the things I was going to ask, is it okay for those that are doing the exercise right now or maybe later on, if they could, I always call this a 360 walkabout.
Yes.
Where I will take a problem, I will put it in the center of the room, and I will walk around the problem in my mind's eye, and I will see the problem from a different perspective, a 360 perspective. And the thing that I have found about this is we never think to look at the back of a problem. We never think to look at the side or it from another area other than we were always told, you face everything head on.
Yeah.
Well, head on doesn't give you the complete picture.
Every single time. Here's
Yes.
another thing, okay?
Okay.
And then we can go to the quick tip. But
Okay.
again, think of the rebellion. Are there solutions that are sitting there that you could never conceive of because that breaks the rules? I could never do that.
Exactly.
That's not right.
Exactly.
You know, that's not supposed to do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Uranus energy is very freeing because it's not confined by traditional rules and
That's correct.
and boundaries and things like that. And I'm not asking you to be do something illegal or
No, not at all.
immoral, but there's all sorts of possibilities all out there right now for that solution for the problem that you have right now.
Correct.
That you've never considered before.
Well,
and that's what you're looking for.
And one of the things that I want to say is go do this just like we were just talking about. Okay, then back away. Then in a little while, if you have the opportunity or even tomorrow, go do it again.
Yes.
You might be very surprised at the things that you see.
The benefit of this exercise is cumulative, like most things we do with the ecosystem
Yes,
approach.
yes.
Whether it's clearing, removing negative energy, it's cumulative. The more you do, the better off you're going to be.
Exactly. So we're actually running out of time. Jason, what is the quick tip for this segment?
Uranus energy can be used for amazing creativity and for problem solving. Understand that Uranus energy does not give creative ideas or solution, but instead helps provide the pathway to the non-physical dimension and activates your intuition. If you're using the ecosystem approach, a natural byproduct is refined intuition. And then using Uranus energy to activate problem solving and creativity can be extremely useful. These are all energies. I'm giving you the energy recipe for how to do this. Do the creativity exercise over and over again until you get the solution you want. Uranus energy can be one of the best uses of planetary energies.
Love it. In the next segment, we're going to talk about other aspects of Uranus energy and how to use it in your everyday life that could be extremely useful for your life. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show, unscripted, with Jason and Patricia, and you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason, and I'm Patricia. And in this segment, we're going to talk about other aspects of Uranus energy and how to use it in your everyday life that could be extremely useful for your life. Okay, Jason, what are some of the aspects of Uranus?
So when you're using Uranus energy, you can use it for these things.
Okay.
Being visionary. Maybe you're someone who likes the details, but you've struggled with the big picture.
Okay.
Uranus energy.
Okay.
Technology, creative, being technologically creative. Now, I like technology. I have a lot of Aquarian in my chart.
Yes, you do.
So this is really comfortable for me. Some of us don't have a lot of technology
Wait,
energy.
that would be me.
in their chart, and although you have a lot of air, which is intellectual by nature.
Yes.
So to figure some of these things out, I would, if you're working with your computer, can't figure it out, activate Uranus energy.
Okay.
Scientifically creative. If you're a scientist, if you're on the job, if you're doing research, activate Uranus energy to get the solution that you're looking for.
Well, and I'm gonna jump in and say, anyone that knows me knows that I love to cook, and you have to know certain things, and sometimes you need one more aspect of what would make a recipe really good. You have to know there's things you need to know, and boy, this would be great to use in the kitchen for
Yes.
me. Yes, or even in the garden.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you've got a pest in the garden, or should you turn the plant this way or that way, or should do you need to put this up on a vine? Yeah.
How much water do you need?
Yeah.
Or should I take that vine down because it's choking something else out?
Again, the energy doesn't give you the answer. It just creates the space for you to go get it.
Yes, and I love that.
So, if you for humanitarian impulses, let's say you're at work and you're going to do something to benefit other people, maybe you need more clarity with Uranus energy.
I like that a lot.
Being more intellectual. This is a biggie
Okay.
for those of you who tend toward too much emotion, and you know who you are. Okay. If you're getting emotional, oh my gosh, this has happened. Oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so angry. I'm so hurt. I'm so, and you need to get back and say, okay, let's look at this a little more objectively.
Okay.
Uranus energy. Hello. Think of it as a big emotional fire extinguisher. So when you're in the, oh my God, psh, take the fire extinguisher out, spray it with Uranus energy, and then take another look. Some of the biggest problems happen when you're emotional and you're all the doors are shut to the solutions.
Well,
in that high rise,
in that high rise. Well, the other thing is that when you're emotional, there isn't any objectivity.
Yeah.
And I would say that a lot, more than half, you need that objectivity to figure out what's right for you in that moment.
There's also another piece of Uranus that there's a confidence about what you know.
Okay.
And I get this way sometimes. If, for example, if we're talking about who's going to win the Super Bowl, I'm just, whatever.
That's not your forte.
It's not, but if we're talking about energy stuff, I know what I know. And
he's your guy. Yeah,
you
absolutely.
can argue with me, and I'll argue, not argue, but I'm willing to debate. I'm willing to give you points and counterpoints.
Yes.
And it's taken me years to do that, but it activates me. That's fun for me.
Yes.
So,
yes.
But I also have to talk about the downside of Uranus.
Okay.
So when you're activating energies, you have to know that if you activate too much, Too much of a
Yes.
good thing is
Yes.
not good.
Okay.
Uranus energy gets bored really easily. So if you're doing meticulous, detailed stuff,
Okay.
don't activate Uranus energy. It enjoys big ideas.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
if
and could you have said if you need to do detail stuff, don't activate?
yes,
Okay.
yes. If you if you have a job that can be petty by your definition,
Okay.
Uranus is not the energy to use. Now, maybe you're trying to get a better job. That might help you,
Okay.
but it doesn't help you with the details. It doesn't help you with pettiness. It doesn't help you with interact with people who are not thinking in a humanitarian way, but just in a very self-absorbed,
Right.
what about me type of situation. Those things, Uranus doesn't do well with those things.
Okay.
Here's the other thing. Uranus by itself can be too rebellious and emotional, like an emotional bulldozer with no boundaries.
Okay.
We're in the age of Aquarius now. We see that there's a lot of people that are rebellious with no seemingly end game. They just want to be rebellious, blow things up, create havoc,
Yeah.
but they don't seem to have an end game. They don't seem to have, well, I want this, or
Needing a solution.
yes,
I see.
that has any sort of reasonable connection.
Okay.
Uranus, in astrology, can be paired with Saturn energy that has boundaries and structure and understands things don't just happen just like that. Those two together can be very helpful if you're trying to build a business, build a family,
Okay.
build a relationship.
Okay.
The two to go really well together.
Okay.
So,
I like that.
but I want to go back to the emotional people, because it's when people come to us, there's some form of, oh my gosh, something happened. There's something that's happening in my life that's really affecting me,
Okay.
and they're emotional about it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
The love of my life is very emotional. It works really well for both of us. There's a beauty in emotionality. I mean, people that are emotional enjoy life more. There's an intensity.
That's true.
There's a va-va-voom that you don't have with just the fax man.
Oh, by all means.
That accounting type personality.
Yeah.
It creates color and vibrance and like a rainbow of good feeling.
True.
But when you're trying to solve a problem,
Yeah.
might
not be the answer.
I remember just an example.
Okay.
We're in a place where there are some very extreme forest fires.
Yes.
So when there's a fire around our community, it's happened a number of times. Happened to us once so far since we've been here, where you get evacuated.
Yes, we did.
We were busy getting our things together. We had some time. It wasn't like you got 2 minutes to go.
Right.
We had some time, but we were doing that, and there were people around us that were going into emotion, like, oh my God, what's going to happen now? Am I going to lose my house? Am I going
Right.
to, blah, blah, blah. I can't deal with this. I can't, that's not the right time for emotionality.
No, it's not.
Because
you got to get things done in order to be safe.
if you're in an accident or something bad happens,
True.
and you have to help someone, save someone, get help, being emotional is not the right time for
Correct.
that.
I agree.
It's to say, okay, what do you need to do?
Correct.
Uranus energy, it will come to your rescue.
Yes.
Use Uranus energy for the big picture.
Yes.
Not just how it's going to affect you personally,
Right.
but like in an evacuation, how it can affect other people,
Right.
and what can be done to make that better.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things that I see about Uranus energy is that you can see it as a form of security to help you with the correct answers
Yes.
to things, or the correct information to things. And a lot of people, they don't trust it. But if you start using the ecosystem approach, you will find that the planetary energies are awesome. They can help you with so many things.
Yes.
So, Jason, what is a quick tip? And then let's talk about how to do the clearing, how to remove negative
Well,
energy.
and first we're going to talk about how to activate Uranus energy.
Oh, excuse me. Yes.
The most valuable use of Uranus is for people who can be too emotional at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
In an emotional situation, by definition, narrows a person's view, and their emotions makes them restrict their view, which can create emotional situations more difficult and unproductive.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely useful to see the world objectively, especially in ways that are uncommon and unique. This energy creates a wide-angle view of the world that that is very valuable for situations where you struggle to see the big picture.
I like that. I like that. So, real quick, let's talk about how to remove negative energy.
Well, let's talk about how to activate Uranus energy. That's the most important today.
I'm sorry.
And we're going to do that. We're going
Yes.
to do that in the next segment too. We're going to
Yes.
do both. We're going to remove some and activate. So we have a process to remove it, which is the verb is to eliminate. I direct all my resources in all dimensions to eliminate. Your posture doesn't matter. When we say to eliminate, you, in your mind's eye, in your imagination, gather up that stuff you want to eliminate and put it into the processor.
Into the processor, exactly.
To activate Uranus energy is sort of the reverse. And to activate Uranus energy and then do the same thing, except that take that blue light from the tips of your toes up through the top of your head, into your heart. It doesn't have to, you don't have to start at the tips of your toes. You can start in your gut. You can start in your heart.
You can start at the
your
top
brain.
of your head.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
But just have it flow through you and
Yes.
just sit with it for a little bit.
And you will find some amazing, phenomenal things, not only about whatever the problem is, what solution you're looking for, but you're going to start to find out some amazing things about yourself.
Yes.
And there's nothing more amazing than that. So, with all of that said, are we ready now?
Yes.
Okay. Stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to help you channel Uranus energy and do some clearing so that energy can be more effective in your life right now. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia, and you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason, and I'm Patricia. And in this segment, we're going to help you channel Uranus energy and do some clearings so that energy can be more effective in your life right now. Ready?
So here we go. I direct all my resources in all dimensions to eliminate the veils and illusions so I can see the world from a bigger perspective using Uranus energy.
I love it.
Gather up those veils and illusions, blow them into the processor.
We're going to shorten it up just a little bit. And to eliminate the stress, anxiety, and overwhelm that I have that comes from being too emotional. I know he wrote this one for me. I can use Uranus energy instead. Nice and easy. Pull it in and blow out any negative energy left over.
And to eliminate the veils and illusions so I can see that Uranus energy helps with personal empowerment.
I love that.
Have it fill you up with personal, so you can feel that personal empowerment right now.
Yes, very, very good. And to eliminate the compulsions to go inward and close off the world, but I can expand it with Uranus energy.
Yes.
Nice and easy. Pull it in and blow it out.
And to eliminate the veils and illusions so I can see that creativity and innovation can be stimulated with Uranus energy.
I'm going to add one here.
Okay.
And to eliminate any fear I have of using Uranus energy to make me be a better person, unlike what people have given me the power to do or accepted from me before. Nice and easy. Pull it in. Blow it out.
So, and to eliminate the barrier so I can use Uranus energy to have a bigger life, so I can be empowered to have a bigger life than
There
I
you
ever
go.
thought before.
Much better. And to eliminate the veils and illusions so I can see that creativity and innovation can be stimulated with your Uranus energy. Nice and easy. Pull it in.
And to eliminate the barriers so I can see that using the ecosystem approach is the best way to activate my intuition.
Mm-hmm. And to eliminate the veils and illusions so I can see that Uranus energy partners with intuition to activate creativity and innovation. Nice and easy. Pull it in. That made my feet tingle. That was
Yes.
good. That was good.
And to eliminate the intense feeling of worry, anxiety, and stress that comes from problems where I don't see solutions, but I can use Uranus energy to overcome those problems.
Nice. Pull it in. Now let's activate Uranus energy. So, for us and all that we are, follow along. I direct all my resources in all dimensions to activate Uranus energy so I can have self-empowerment and confidence that it brings and understand how to use it. Nice and easy. Pull it in
See that blue light.
and blow out any non-blue light left over.
And to activate Uranus energy so I can be more creative right now. Bring in that blue light.
And to activate Uranus energy to fix the problem I have with technology right now. I know he wrote this one for me. Nice and easy. Pull it in. See that blue light go all the way to the tips of your toes. Blow out any problems. Jason?
And to activate Uranus energy to come up with a technology solution so I can have it right now.
There you go. I like this last one. And activate Uranus energy to expand my perspective so I can see my world from a different perspective right now and remove any negative energy standing in my way. Nice and easy. Take a breath.
So, and to activate Uranus energy to expand my perspective and
Okay.
see my world from a different perspective right now, to expand it, to see things I haven't seen before, to take a rebellious look
Okay.
at what's there that
Oh.
that maybe I thought I could never do before.
I like that. Pull it in. And let's activate some more life force to go along with
Yes,
that. You
yes.
ready for that? And activate life force so I can have hope to use your Uranus energy to build my life in creative ways I never considered before. Nice and easy. Pull it in, that blue light, and blow out any negative energy left over. Jason?
To activate life force so I can trust that the rebellious ideas that are possible with Uranus energy could work for me. Like maybe I'm more empowered than I thought I was.
Yeah.
Take a breath.
And activate life force so I can decide to use Uranus energy in all areas of my life to make it bigger and better than it ever was before. Nice and easy. Pull it in. Jason?
So where are we?
And the last one.
And to activate life force so I can decide to use Uranus energy in all areas of my life.
To be happy and healthy and creative
Yes.
and have fun and do healing for myself and help me heal others and have joy and laughter and love. Not only love for others, but love for myself and love for who I am and what I came here to do.
Yes.
Nice and easy. Pull it in and blow out any negative energy. Jason, what are we going to talk about next week?
You know, we're going to do another planet.
Oh, we are.
I want to get them. We're almost done with all of them. At some
Okay.
point, we're going to do a chart.
Okay.
You know, that we'll put on the free section.
Okay.
By the way, if that sounds really appealing to you, go to our website right
There you
now,
go. Yeah.
theecosystemapproach.org, and sign up for our free section.
Yeah.
But next week, we're going to talk about channeling Pluto.
Oh, okay.
And Pluto is a very, very powerful planet. It rules Scorpio, and it's very deep and complex.
Okay.
I have a lot of Pluto in my chart. I've got a Pluto moon, which gives me my intuition. But I think you'll find this a fascinating show. Pluto has so much power.
Okay.
And it has power that's different than the opposite, which would be like the sun, the power of the sun.
Okay.
It has power in a different way, and we're going to talk about that. You need to have this power.
Okay.
If power appeals to you in your life, you need to understand how to use Pluto energy.
I love that. I love that.
So,
go
you know, if we touched you somehow by activating some sort of creativity, because this Uranus energy has been all around you right now.
Yeah.
It's time to say, okay, maybe I should consider using the ecosystem approach on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It's very simple. All you have to do is go to our website right now, theecosystemapproach.org. It's all one word, theecosystemapproach.org, and sign up for our free section. Listen to our show every week. You know, you sign up for the free section, you'll be getting a weekly newsletter that has clearings on it and has all the words written out and the processor, a picture of the processor. It's all there. It makes it very, very easy. And then listen to the show every week, and you'll start to know how to use these energies that are natural to you. They're organic to the world we live in right now. So do that right now, and go to our Facebook page, theecosystemapproach.org. The name of our Facebook page is theecosystemapproach.org. Go there. We have all of our videos there. Like us while you're there. We'd appreciate that.
Yes.
And it's really that simple.
Okay.
We're going to be coming out with our subscription service very soon.
Yes, we
so
are.
if you're signed up, you'll be the first ones to know.
Okay, I absolutely love that. So, well, we'll connect next week, Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Transformation Talk Radio, and you're listening to The Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia.
Remember, your ecosystem is the most important one in the world.
Thank you for listening to the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia. I'm Patricia. Tune in every week as we discuss practical ways to apply the ecosystem approach and develop your potential to live your life on your terms. For more information, visit our website at theecosystemapproach.org.